Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got more Legend League attacks for you, and we're gonna start off with this base, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. So for this base, we're gonna get a fireball onto that air defense and the core. We're actually gonna get a lot of value, plus the revenge tower, which is really good. So we're gonna start with our warden at this bottom side, beside that hero hall, and we're just gonna let him work. And so what I was thinking is, as soon as my warden takes down that expo plus the multi-archer tower, we're gonna, we can put in some archers at the, meanwhile, while warden's working. So as soon as my warden locks onto the elixir storage, we're gonna use our invisibility spells. That was actually my plan, but everything changed when I accidentally lured out the CC, the defending CC, with that super barbarian. And now I had to really pay attention right here because, yeah, 2 rocket looms plus a headhunter, it's actually deadly. So I had to invest a freeze and a totem spell. But thank God my warden did take down that, what's it called? That expo. And right now, since he's stuck on 1 ice golem, we can use our invisibility spells and use 3 earthquakes. I'm sorry, use 3 invisibility spells and use 2 earthquakes. And there we go, the value is actually insane. So I'm just gonna let him take down this multi-archer tower, and then we're gonna use my queen plus the loons, the apprentice warden, and then the golems. And take a look at this base, guys. For this base, I'm gonna divide it into 2 pieces or phases, like I explained with the fireball rocket loon strategy. So I'm gonna put in my barbarian king and the world champion for this bottom side, and we're gonna just inhale this base because it's not gonna be able to fight back. So 5 golems for that top, side, for that top monolith and town hall compartment is actually more than enough. Plus the queen ability, we're gonna go through that like it's nothing, like it's butter. A knife that's probably like 100 degrees against butter. A knife that's on fire. So just take a look. It's going really smooth, and we managed. Take a look. At this point, every hero is alive, which is amazing. My barbarian king is at that bottom side working. My world champion got the same value. I think, use 2 invisibility spells for my world champion. I did kind of use a world champion charge at the same time, but that was an insane attack. So there would not be any point of me using my king beside my golems on the outside plus the world champion, because they would just die instantly. So yeah, it just depends on what kind of base you're up against, and you can basically do the same approach. So that was a pretty good attack. Now let's get right into the next one. Alrighty guys, so take a look at this base. Yeah, by now you've probably seen these bases. And here's my approach, guys. So what I like to do is first off, use the troop launcher, and then we're gonna use 2 invisibility spells instantly and hit the warden ability instantly, the fireball, for that core. So 1, 2, put in the warden, use his ability, use his earthquakes or your earthquakes, and then put in your healers as soon as possible, because you don't want that long shot to deal too much damage, and then you're good. You can relax. You don't have to invest any more spells. So you're gonna let your warden work, take down that long shot, or if it's the smasher or whatever it is, but everybody uses the long shot for this base. I can already put in a Bear Dragon and some cleanup troops. And once my warden takes down that town hall, so keep in mind guys, that town hall after this long shot goes down, it's only 3 shots, so that was 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna recall my warden, put in 3 golems actually, and basically the usual process, put in the troop launcher, the king as well, and I'm just gonna hold on to my world champion just for a bit, like 5 to 10 seconds, and then we're gonna put her in with the rest of the army. Now once you've done all of these steps, it's time for you to overgrowth. So take a look, that fire spitter did just lock on, the opposite fire spitter, and we're gonna overgrowth. That was an insane overgrowth. We're gonna catch everything, and there are 3 ice golems, and I can already use a totem spell just to black that bomb hive as well, and black those bombs. My king is looking amazing. I'm gonna use 1 more totem spell. Well, actually I'm gonna freeze because I don't have to use it. I'm gonna try and hold on to those totem spells for as long as possible. Guys, I do apologize for the lags if you can see them. As I've said before, if you don't know, my phone is getting really old, and as soon as I get an overkill, it basically starts to lag. You know, it gets so close to going supernova or nuclear. So I'm waiting to get a new phone. I'm just waiting for a new Samsung to get released, and we're gonna buy it. But it's gonna take some time. So yeah, apologies for the lag, and I hope you can bear with it. But take a look. We swag a totem spell plus an invisibility spell, and every hero is alive. That's an amazing attack. So for this base, I believe this is the first time I go up against this base, but I'm not sure. It might be one of his bases, just a bit more, you know, modified. So it's just obvious we have to go for a fireball onto that rage tower, and I can just use two invisibility spells and hit the warden ability. So we're gonna use 1 and 2, put in the warden. I actually thought I was gonna go for that scatter shot, but that was my warden placement. If I just had, you know, had I put in him a bit more to the left side, like to the 8-9 o'clock section, you know, close to that Tesla, I would have, you know, gotten the value on the fireball. I mean, what am I saying? Like the fireball onto the rage tower. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's not gonna matter anyways because we're gonna crush this base. So things actually don't go as planned right here, but I managed to save it and, you know, destroy this base anyway. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do a warden charge just by himself for himself. We're gonna divide my attack into like 3 phases, but it's actually insane, you know. This reminds me of the Fireball Rocket Loon strategy, man. Oh, I miss it so much. But we were able to do it for like 1 minute, which is amazing. So right here, you know, time is ticking and I have to put in my other heroes and golems. So I did put in my queen. Warden is trying to lure over, but unfortunately he can't because, you know, he can't do that because he's stuck on his ice golem. So my other heroes, I'm sorry, my queen and my golems, or my other push, they're gonna get away and my warden is not gonna follow. So here's where I was like, okay, I have the raise spell. Let's rage my warden up. He's gonna work on this entire bottom side. I still haven't deployed my World Champion. We still have 2 totem spells. That log launcher did open the Town Hall compartment up. We're gonna put in our log launcher at that upside. We're gonna invest our totem spells for that, what's it called? For that Revenge Tower. We're gonna take down the Town Hall plus the Revenge Tower. I still have my Overgrowth for that Rage compartment. And World Champion, I'm gonna hit her ability before she goes, you know, too far in front. And take a look. I'm doing a warden charge like the old days with the Fireball Rocket Loon strategy. So that is amazing. I'm gonna overgrowth. I still have 2 invisibility spells plus a freeze left, which is amazing. Maybe this is the new meta, who knows, you know? Divide with the golems. Divide your army into 2 phases. Let your warden work on one side and then you have your golems on the other side. So I kind of waste my king ability right here, guys. Take a look. I should not have used my king ability. I should have waited for that overgrowth to wear off, and then use this ability. I would have gotten more value, but who cares? You know, who cares? Swag 2 invisibility spells. We destroyed his base. That was amazing. That was such an amazing attack with the fireball. You know, with the warden charge. Oh man, I miss it. So for this base, guys, I feel like these bases are getting pretty popular now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Alright, because everybody's still using anti-golem bases, and they are so annoying. You know, with the town hall in the central, and you have all the wall layers around the town hall protecting it. So here's my plan. We're gonna get a fireball. Unfortunately, my fireball doesn't go as planned, but it's not gonna matter. So my plan was, you know, to get a fireball onto that expo. That would have actually covered a lot of value, but unfortunately I wasn't really good enough with my, or I had to use 3 invisibility spells. See, and this is the thing though. I'm always, you know, trying to be greedy and save as many, you know, as many spells as possible, or hold on to as many spells as possible, and that can actually sometimes cause problems. So take a look. I should have, you know, used that invisibility spell. 1 more actually, but it's not gonna matter because my warden is gonna take down that scatter shot, so there's no point. I could have like saved 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, but yeah, no worries as I said. And actually that was really stupid by me. I should have taken the scatter shot down and then put in my golems and queen. Yeah, it's not gonna matter, but you can always keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna, I try to put in my log launcher as far in front as possible, because that log launcher needs to open everything up before my heroes or main army or push get there. And then I'm gonna put in the royal champion now that that ricochet cannon and that expo is distracted. So far everything is looking amazing. I just gotta keep an eye on my warden, because he's always the one going in front and taking damage for no reason at all. So here's the plan. We're gonna overgrowth that left side, and we're gonna use our last totem spell for that revenge tower before it gets really buffy, plus it was raged up as well. And now yeah, the ice golems did kinda lure out, and we kinda, I don't know, like maybe it wasn't the best time to use the rage spell, but I had to, because yeah, there was a lot of damage. Now I'm gonna try and invis everything. I did use the king ability. That was pretty good as well. It's not the biggest overkill, but a 3-star is a 3-star, and I'm more than happy. So thinking back on it, I always like to give my thoughts on what I could have done better and not, but I'm actually not really sure. Maybe maybe I should have held on to my totem spells a bit more. Like maybe I should have saved on to 2 of them and actually taken down that scatter shot as well. It would have been really good, save some time. But yeah, that was a 3-star, so it's all good. Alrighty guys, now take a look at this base. So, people are trying to bring up the Town Hall 17 meta with the 2 raised up compartments. We've all seen them before, but it's not really working out for them. So, I'm gonna try and get a fireball onto that revenge tower. No, sorry, not the revenge tower, the rage tower. They both start with an R, so it's confusing me. And as soon as my warden takes down that archer tower, we're gonna use 3 invisibility spells. That should be more than enough. Yeah, it was actually pretty good that my burger did what's it called, pop that Tesla. We're gonna use 3 of them. And see guys, I was really precise, because had I accidentally turned that elixir storage and dark elixir storage invisible, yeah, maybe I don't think it was gonna go as planned, but that value was insane. And now take a look at this. We're gonna go in from behind the fire spitter. Yes, it's really risky because you can time fail and get a 1-star, but I don't feel like we're gonna time fail because we were pretty quick with our fireball. We're gonna use 2 golems. I'm patient with my king because I was waiting for that monolith to lock onto one of the golems, so my king doesn't take damage for nothing. And my log launcher is gonna open everything up, which is pretty good. I'm gonna use 1 totem spell. I'm gonna hold on to my overgrowth for that left side. You see my golem, yeah, onto that multi-archer tower, that 11 o'clock section. And I still have 1 totem spell left. Oh no, Warden just got obliterated by that Buffy revenge tower. That was I didn't even have time to react. It was so quick. So I'm gonna poison the defending CC. We still have 1 totem spell left. That revenge tower is finally gonna go down, which is amazing. I still have the queen ability plus the king ability left, and we're gonna rage our queen up really soon. I'm gonna try and invis my world champion so she can use all her spares. We're gonna pop the queen ability, we're gonna use the rage on that queen, we're gonna use our last totem spell. We're gonna use that headhunter for that defending. Well, I'm not sure if is it the world champion? I believe it was the world champion. And yeah, we're gonna 3-star this base, so that was pretty good. I believe I only had the queen left at the end of this attack, but yeah, I don't care. A 3-star is a 3-star plus the giant, and nowadays I count the giant as 1 hero as well, because he's he's huge. So again guys, let me try and explain why I went in from behind the fire spitter. It's obvious you don't want to go into a fire spitter, but at the same time you can actually risk a time fail, a 1-star time fail. But since we were really quick with our fireball, I believe like I only used like 35 seconds to 40 seconds, and that's actually not so bad. So that's why I went in from behind the fire spitter.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers. Standing in the shade. Going louder, we are all one color. Standing in the way. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Shadows, shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers. Standing in their shade. Going louder, we are all one color. Standing in their way. Whoa, dancing to